When people think of archaeology, they often think about physical excavation and field work.
However, archaeology does not stop once an excavation has ended.
During excavation, archaeologists gather a huge amount of information, including soil samples and the physical finds.
But what happens next?
The next step in our research is called the post-excavation process.
And this general term includes a variety of actions from many different specialists, far too many to fit into one single video.
Once our soil samples and finds are taken from site, they are cleaned and organised by our environmental and find specialists.
Yeah, we do wash soil. It's called flotation.
Flotation produces what we call a flot, which is the organic material that floats to the top of the water during the flotation process. This material can include burnt seeds and grains and charcoal, and we call them ecofacts. Once the flot has dried, specialists called archaeobotanists analyse it under a microscope to determine specific plant species and the potential processes that were applied to the ecofacts by people in the past. From this, we can glean information such as diet, agriculture, and woodland management. We can even determine dates from ecofacts through further analysis such as carbon dating.
The same can be said for the finds that we can see in archaeological features.
Though often first appearing as nothing more than a lump of soil, once washed, objects become identifiable, with patterns, decorations and engravings becoming visible.
Pottery is another important find that we use to learn more about an area.
Even a broken sherd can give us the date of a site, show us potential trade routes, or even reveal the name of the potter who made it.
And archaeology on the A66 has been very productive in sharing this information.
This Roman pottery bowl, found near Penrith in a boundary ditch, is a wonderful example.
This bowl is an example of a type of pottery, Roman pottery, called Samian ware. The bowl is very well preserved, and if we look closely, we can even see the maker's stamp inside the vessel. The potter who made this vessel is Quadratus, and he was working in central Gaul, modern-day France, around AD 155 and 185.
So how did this pottery get all the way from central France to Cumbria 2,000 years ago?
The answer most likely lies with the Roman army. It's possible the Roman army was taking pottery from Gaul into Britain and up into Cumbria.
Due to this military background, it's likely Quadratus directly supplied the Roman army in the north through administrative contracts and reached Roman Britain through a known route along the Rhine River in Germany.
Were these bowls used for daily eating and cooking, or did they have a bigger meaning? Were they exclusively used by Roman soldiers, or did the local population also have access to foreign products like this bowl?
Our recording of features of site is supplemented by the use of GIS, drone flying, finds, dating and environmental evidence, and the construction of illustrations by our graphics team.
This information is then compiled to produce a report with an initial interpretation of the whole site's significance, as well as recommendations for further work. We call this a post-excavation assessment, or PXA for short.
This PXA will go on to inform a further stage, a full analysis, that includes various types of publication, ranging from journal articles to large academic monographs, all of which are produced to inform the wider public.
Once this information is fully analysed, our work is compiled and artefacts and materials are then archived with a local museum.
Post-excavation is an essential part of understanding an archaeological site. It allows us to identify all the artefacts and features and combine them into a story of how people lived, worked and interacted with the world around them.
If we are lucky, these pieces of the jigsaw can combine to show us a detailed picture of the past. This picture can then add to the wider understanding of our shared heritage.